If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to a brand new video. With the release of Marco Reus, I thought it'd be a good idea to review probably the best link you can get to Marco Reus, strong link that is, and that is of course Reyna. I know it's a Future Stars card, I know it was out ages ago. In fact, I'll tell you the exact date it was out, the 5th of February. I know it came out then, but I've not had a chance to play with him. He's gone up, not massively, but he has gone up in price since the release of Marco Reus. So it just makes sense really to have a look at this type of card, because I know a lot of people are going to be going out and trying to link Reus into their team. He's a very good card. He's well under the market value in my personal opinion, but that's just me. 4-star, medium work rates, high and average body type, very good acceleration at 91, 89 sprint speed, agility off the charts, 99, 95 balance, 90 ball control, 91 dribbling, and of course 87 for reactions and for composure, which I thought initially would be a problem. Turns out not really a problem at all, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. There is another version of this card, of course. What's the difference between this one and that one? This version is the central, the other one is the right mid. He has 9... This version has 9 better defending, 7 better physical and 1 better passing, 1 better shooting. The other version has 2 better pace, 1 better dribbling. What the hell is the point in the other version of this card? Like, what do you actually get? You get 3 dribbling, 3 reactions, 2 balance, 2 sprint speed, 2 acceleration, but everything else on the card is better, apart from crossing. Crossing on the other version is 10 better. There is absolutely no reason in any situation why you would want the right mid version. Even if you're playing him as a right mid, I don't really see why you'd want that right mid version. I would much rather have the central version, who is just better at pretty much everything. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Anyway, we have the cam version of this card. So if you're looking for a review of the right mid, essentially it's going to be the same, but a little bit better in my personal opinion. If crossing was a thing this year, then yeah, by all means, I would say, do you know what? That other version might actually be decent, because crossing is a viable option. It's a way of attacking and a way of scoring. You don't really cross that often in this game, and if you do, it's one of those sort of low-driven-esque crosses that nearly anyone can do, and it doesn't really matter how good you are at crossing, because it's one of those broken mechanics that seems to work anyway. So with that being said, I used him in a 5-3-2 as a striker alongside the main man himself, which is just put the ball in the back of the net, and that is Marco Reus. Now, the reason I did that, basically, because 5-3-2 doesn't really use wingers unless you use him as a right wing back, but he doesn't have the defensive capability for that. His finishing is 90, shot power is 94, and with Reus being just as good up front, I thought those two together are going to cause problems, and they did. They were awesome together. They were so good. They complemented each other so well. They're very similar, to be fair. Reus is better. Without a shadow of a doubt, Marco Reus is the better card. There's no question about it. However, this guy can finish, and he can perform very well at dribbling. His agility is, like I said at the beginning, it's off the chart. That's why I said and used the term off the chart, actually, because he feels so quick in using like left stick dribble and the R1 or RB dribbling as well. In a straight line, not so much. Can feel a little bit on the bulkier side. He does have a high and average body type because he's 6'1". So he does unfortunately feel a little bit on the clunkier side. He's not really, because he's not like Giroud or anything, right? He is better than that. He doesn't feel that stiff. But just be aware that he's not going to feel, you know, like Giovinco agile. He's going to be more taller, a little bit less on the leaner side agile, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Scores a bicycle kick. I've been trying to do that from a corner. Okay, I'm going to use the term competitive game loosely here. because that was a classic match. However, what I mean by that is against an online opponent. I've been trying to score a bicycle kick from a corner for the best part of 3-4 months. That's the first time I've actually managed to do it, and it was with Reyna. So he's always going to have a special place in my bicycle kick heart for that. This card, honestly, though, it's just fun. And him and Reus together, absolutely banging. The only real problem I can see with this card, well, not the only, but one of the main problems, I guess, is just how expensive it is. Because before Reus came out, you could get him for 600, sometimes sub 600, according to the like trackers and stuff. But now he's upwards of 700,000 coins. If you're on PlayStation, he's going to be touching 800k. And the reason for that is because of the strong link to Marco Reus. And I don't blame people for paying up for him, because the link that he gets, it really does eliminate a lot of the chemistry issues that you may have with Reyna himself, and of course now with Reus. Not that it's going to be difficult to fit Reus into a team because he's German, and of course there's a lot of decent Germans in the game, but you know what I mean. Now, in terms of other negatives, other than it's going to cost you a fortune to get him and Reus into a team together, because they both, you know, 500,000, 700k, that's 1.2 to 1.4, depending on your platform, worth of players. It's a lot of money to spend on cards that could potentially, I'm not saying they will, but they could potentially be eclipsed by Team of the Season cards in less than a month, which is something to definitely take into consideration before building any teams anytime soon. The stamina is something late game that if you play him as a cam, you will definitely encounter problems with. The aggression could definitely be higher. It's a little on the sort of softer side, so he's not as everywhere as I'd like him to be, not throwing himself into, you know, the play and challenges and stuff. It's not a big deal, but it's definitely worth mentioning. Medium work rate's not ideal. I would love there to be some sort of high attacking work rate on him. Reus is constantly bombing forward, looking to make runs. Reyna a little bit more on the conservative side. It works if you have both of them together, but if you don't do Reus and you just have Reyna, then you're going to need a high attacking work rate player next to him or in front of him in order to take advantage, because you don't want two mediums, because he's just going to be stagnant, and that's not really what you're after. The other thing, of course, and the only real noteworthy thing is positioning, and it kind of comes under the whole work rate thing as well. Because he has medium work rates and only 84 positioning, he is very reluctant to make forward runs by himself. If you tell him to run forward, it's not a problem, but in terms of getting forward himself, unless you tell him to get in behind and stay forward, that will change it slightly and obviously make things a little bit better. But in general, yeah, unfortunately, he's not one for really shifting up the gears himself. But other than that, honestly, it is a really good card. It's just it's a shame that he is as expensive as he is. He costs more than Reus, and I rate Reus higher. So if it's one or the other for you, I'd go with Reus personally. But just know that if you do pick this guy up, of course, you can sell him on again. That's the beauty of the market. Let me know what you think of him if you have used him. I know it's an old card, but like I said, with Reus coming out, it just made sense to review him. I do really like him. He's solid in every area, to be fair. Let me know what you think of the card in the comments. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.